Yo, 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 CPA Strength here, back with another video. Haven't been around for a little bit, but we're back now. Look, this is 133 of the classic series, okay? This is the best accounting playlist, best beginners playlist you're gonna find on the YouTubes. Go over here, it's the whole entire playlist. Check on this, it'll help you, it'll bring you good luck. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and let's get into it. I'm gonna put this on this. We're gonna put this on the screen. This question, I just got a question from someone, so if you have a question, leave it in a comment. I'll possibly answer the question in the video. I need ideas. So we're gonna put this on the screen now. Try to be a techie. A business commenced with capital of $1,000, then inventories costing $800 are purchased on credit, and half are sold for $1,000 plus sales tax 17.5%. The customer paying in cash at once. The accounting equation after all these transactions would show. So I basically want to know what the accounting equation is going to show after all these transactions. Now the accounting equation is assets equal liabilities plus equity. That's the basic accounting equation. So this is pretty involved. This is a pretty involved question, so it might take a while. We're just going to go with it, and yeah, let's have some fun with this. This is the basic accounting equation. They want to know, the question wants to know, after we do these transactions, what's this going to look like? Well, what's it going to start with? A business commenced with capital of $1,000. Now capital is under equity. That's what the business owns. So it started with $1,000 in equity. It doesn't say, so let's go with that. So under equity, we're going to have capital of 1,000. We have to have assets equaling that. We don't have that. So I'm going to assume they put in $1,000 in capital. So that means that they're going to have $1,000 in cash, because they took $1,000. The business took put $1,000 in its bank account, and that's the capital. So the other half is going to be the assets. So we're going to have cash $1,000, no liabilities. So we have assets, cash $1,000, equals capital, which is equity of $1,000. So that's our starting point. Now there's two transactions. We having fun yet? I'm glad to be back. I'm getting it back for those who've been with me for a while. For new viewers, and as you can see, I'm kind of messy right now, but you got to start back somewhere, right? Inventories costing $800 are purchased on credit. We're going to have to make a journal entry for this, and then the journal entry is going to affect the basic accounting equation, which, I'm sorry, this is also the balance sheet. They're kind of interchangeable because they're the same thing. So let's make a journal entry for getting the inventory. Now, if you don't know, inventory is an asset. We got DC Adler. That's if you're new here, you got to watch my old videos for DC Adler. All right, debit, credit, asset, draw, expense, liability, equity, revenue. Maybe you can see that in the video. I don't know. This is. We're just gonna keep going here. Inventory is costing $800. Now I gotta know inventory. Inventory is an asset. If it's going up, now if they're going up, they're gonna be. If asset draw expense is going up, it's going to be a debit. If liability equity revenue is going up, it's going to be a credit. And if they're going asset draw expense is going down, it's going to be a credit. If liability equity revenue is going down, it's going to be a debit. I have a bunch of videos on that. Just look at the playlist if you're not understanding. So inventory. Inventory is an asset because you're going to use that for a future economic benefit of $800. So we have an asset of $800, and it's increasing because we're just starting this business. So we have an asset of $800 increasing. That would be a debit. We're going to have inventory, $800 is our debit. Now when you're doing a journal entry, you do the debits to the left, and then you stagger the credits to the right. And that's how you would know. Oh, this is my girl. I'll cut this out probably, but I was in the middle of filming a YouTube video. I'm doing an accounting YouTube video right now, so all right. So they didn't pay any cash for it. They got this inventory. You got this inventory on credit. So that would be an account payable because you owe somebody else. Now, if you're not understanding any of this, I go into very good detail on lots of other videos, and you know, we're just trying to answer a question on this one. So if you don't understand anything, leave a comment down below and maybe I'll make a video on what you don't understand or whatnot. But that would be an account payable. Or you could think on credit, so I'm liable for it, so that would be a liability. And an account payable, it's usually what you would use when you're getting inventory. You know, you owe somebody else, it's a payable. So that's a liability. And if a liability is going up, you're going to credit it. So we'd say account payable, $800. Now this is a liability and inventory is an asset. So we got those in there now. We have to figure out what this journal entry is doing to our basic accounting equation / balance sheet. Now these are both balance sheet entries. So we'd have inventory added on to our cash because we didn't spend any cash. We just had inventory going up, so we have inventory on our assets as well. Inventory of $800, bringing us to $1,800 on assets, equaling, now we have a liability, an account payable of $800, plus capital of $1,000. 800 plus 1,000, $1,800. $1,800 of assets equals liabilities plus equities of $1,800. So that journal entry made this happen over here. We having fun yet? All right, now it says half of the inventory is sold for $1,000 plus 17.5% sales tax. So half of the inventory is sold. Now there's two journal entries for this. So we got to do our cost of goods sold and half the inventory. So we have half the inventory is sold for $1,175. What is half of our inventory? Half of our inventory is $400 because we have $800 total. Now, if we have inventory, now you're selling the inventory, so the inventory account's decreasing. We already know inventory is an asset. If an asset is decreasing, then it's going to be credited. Now we're going to have our credit here, which is going to be inventory. I'll just put inventory of $400 because that's half of our inventory. Okay, it's half of our inventory. The debit for that is going to be an expense. How much did it cost us? Which is $400. It's a cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is an expense. Because half of our inventory is $400. That's the inventory going out. That's how much it cost us. We didn't have any other fees or anything. So we have cost of goods sold, which is an expense. That account's going up, so that's going to be debit. So we're going to have. I know I don't like to. We're going to erase this because I do not like to abbreviate because I think that's being lazy, and then you guys, as beginners, don't know what it is. Cost of goods sold are going to be our debit. See how the debit's on the left, credit's on the right, and it's the credit's staggered a little bit to the right here. So this is an asset, and cost of goods sold is an expense. Now we're going to do that's half of. Whenever you make an inventory journal entry, sell some inventory, you've got to take the inventory out here, put in the expense it cost us. Now we're going to do our revenue here. What was our revenue? Now we're just going to include the sales tax and the sale here. So the revenue was, they sold it for $1,000 plus 17.5% sales tax. So now let's see, they said they sold it for cash. So now we're gonna have cash. So I always, if you've been watching for a while, you know I like to do the cash first. You know I always like to do the cash. So cash is an asset, because most journal entries are going to involve cash. So if you can do the cash, you're good. We have cash increasing because we're getting $1,175. Cash is an asset increasing, so you're going to debit it. So now this is kind of going to be for selling half the merchandise and getting this money. It's going to be 2 journal entries here. So the other half is going to be, cash is increasing, so we're going to debit cash. $1,175, and that's an asset. And we sold our inventory in our normal course of business, so that's a revenue. That's how we do our stuff, so that's going to be a revenue. And a revenue is right here, DCAbler. So if revenue is increasing, we're going to credit it. So we're going to put revenue over here. Revenue of $1,175. Revenue's a revenue. We can say service income, or we can say product income. We'll say product income instead of revenue. They sold the product, they sold inventory, so we'll say product income. Product income is a revenue. You guys can see that? Oh, you guys can see that, great. So we already have this, and just to try not to confuse, it's not all revenue, because some of the money is sales tax. So you'd break that apart, but for the purposes of a balance sheet, which this the question asked, it's not going to matter. So for purposes of time, and if someone has a question on what that would be, I could do that later. So now we got to put pretty much these 4 entries in our balance sheet or accounting equation, then we'll end up with what we have. Let's go with our balance sheet accounts here, which is, now this is an income statement, and expense is an income statement. This is a balance sheet, this is a balance sheet, and this is an income statement, because the income statement is revenue minus expenses. Let's work on inventory of 400. We have negative minus 400 of inventory, because we sold inventory, so we had 800. Now we're going to have inventory was 800 minus 400 because we sold half of it. Now we have inventory of 400. And how much cash do we have now? We started with 1,000, but now we got from our sale 1,175. So we have cash 1,000 plus 1,175, $2,175 of cash plus 400 of inventory. So our assets are going to equal the 400 inventory plus the $2,175 of cash, ending with $2,575 of assets. Now that's going to have to equal our liabilities plus equity. So let's see if that works here for us. We have $1,800 here. We have $800 of liabilities, and we have our capital of $1,000. Now we have $1,175 of revenue. Revenue is $1,175 minus our expenses, $400, leaves us with our net income of, what is that, $775. So we have net income of $775. Net income, it's a part of equity. So it flows in, and I have videos on that too. So net income flows into equity. So now under equity, we have our capital and we have our net income of $775. So our equity is now $1,775 plus $800 of liabilities, $2,575. I don't know where my top's over here. Hey. So yeah, that that is what would happen in this to the balance sheet or the basic accounting equations with these transactions. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's good to be back. I enjoy this. I enjoy making this. I know it's going to help people, and I guess that's what you know, life is all about. So until the next one, please like, comment, share, subscribe, drop a comment down below if this helped you, if you liked it. Anyways, until next time, deuces.